We'll create the following 3D model using Catia V5. As you can see, all we have right here is this shape extruded on this direction. Then we have our first hole with a shape of a dovetail. And of course, we have right here this profile extruded on this direction with these two holes. As well in this direction. All right. So the first thing, as always, that we have to take into account here is the information within the engineering draw. This engineering draw was made by Luis Miguel Huerfano Garzón, and as always, we're going to start creating our sketch, taking into account the view that contains the most information possible. As you can see right here, I have the one that contains the most information. So we're going to start creating our 3D model using this view. And the second thing that we're going to take into account is the unit system that the engineering draw is using. That usually comes right here. Maybe it could be millimeters, inches, feet, I don't know, meters. But since there is none information right here, I have to be able to find some maybe within the engineering draw. But as you can see, there is none. All right, there usually the engineering draws usually comes with a box right here, taking into account the normativity for the technical draw. And right here you can see the unit system that it's using, or maybe the person who did this engineering draw, the material, the parts name, the parts number, whatever. Since I cannot find anything, and this means actually nothing, as well as this, I don't know why this person put this right here. This means nothing. We're going to start using millimeters, right? This is a rule, and if you cannot find information about anything within the engineering draw, you can assume that these are millimeters, right? So we're going to start using Catia V5. We're going to start by clicking on Start, Mechanical Design, Power Design. This is going to be our tutorial 20. Tutorial 20, enter. Then I'm going to select a front view. So sketch, and then I'm going to select this plane, the YC plane. And I'm going to create a shape that looks like the one we have right there. So I don't really care about the dimensions. I just care that this looks like the engineering draw. So I don't really care about the measures right now. Right here I have this, and finally this. All right. So we're going to start defining everything. First, I'm going to say that between these two lines there is going to be a symmetry line that is going to be this axis. As well, I'm going to do the same thing with these 2 points. I'll do symmetry line, and with these 2 points, and finally I think with these 2 points. Coincidence? Oh, sorry, it is not coincidence. For when you want to use Control C, you have to deactivate the option that you are doing. All right, so for example, if I am using this tool and I try to press Control C, the program is not going to do anything. All right, so you have to deactivate it, and then you can press Control C. Remember that for you to redo what you did, it's Control Y. Alright, so right here I have this. I'm going to say that between these two there's going to be a symmetry line. There's going to be this one. This is not going to be necessary vertical, so I'm going to delete this constraint. Right here I have what what could be what I need. Then I'm going to say that between these 2 points there's going to be a line, and that line is going to be horizontal for me to be sure that between these 2 points there is going to be the same length. All right, then all we have to do is to start defining our sketch. So I'm going to create the exact same dimensions that we have within the view that we are looking at. So right here I have this between, well, that 40 does not work for me at this moment, and that 12 doesn't work either. Then as you can see right here I have 16 times 45 degrees. That means that till here, from here to here I have 16, right? From here to here but with a horizontal dimension is going to be 16 as well. Okay, I'm going to try to find the other dimensions maybe here within the other views. This is going to be 64. That means that this is 64. And that's it for this part. This is 75. So that means that right here I have 75. All right. So for me to start changing the values that I have right there, I'm going to use this tool, Edit Multi-Constraint. So it is going to be shown in orange the dimensions that I'm currently changing. That means that I'm going to change this value for 75. As you can see, I'm working in millimeters. In cyan, it is going to show the dimensions that I've changed, and in green, the dimensions that I've not changed yet, right? So this is equal to 65 according to this 64, sorry, 64 according to this view. Then this is equal to 16 according to this one, as well as this one. This is equal to 12. Sorry, 12. This is equal to 30. 16.144. Preview, and okay. All right, that's all. I'm getting out of this sketch and I'm going to start this profile. So path definition option, I've selected the sketch before. I'm going to extrude this to 100. So 100. And then I'm going to create the hole that we have right here. So I can either say, well, yep, I'm going to select the side view. So sketch tool, I'm going to select the side view, and I'm going to eliminate this part. How am I going to do this? I'm going to call this point within the sketch that I'm currently doing. So I've selected, I'm going to select the project 3D elements. I'm going to select this tool for me to be sure that this point is going to be created for construction purposes. Okay, then I'm going to create just a rectangle. This rectangle was created for construction purposes because I've selected this tool. So I'm going to deselect it and it is going to be shown again. Then what I'm going to do is to start defining this. So right here till here I have a 22. And finally from here to this edge I have a dimension of 15. Enter. Alright, then I'm going to I'm getting out of this sketch, sorry. Then I'm going to create a pocket using the pocket definition tool, and I'm going to say that I want it to be up to last. What this does is that it finds across the 3D element the last face. In this case, this is the one. and it stops the pocket till it finds the last face. So okay, that would be all, and what's left is to create the triangle that we have right here. Alright, so since I've created everything taking into account the middle of this plane, then I can create this sketch taking into account this same plane. Alright, I'm going to select this view for me to be sure that you understand what I'm doing. Then I'm going to call this and this line within the sketch that I'm currently doing, as we did before. Okay, and then I'm going to create a triangle using the profile option. I'm going to deselect this tool, and I'm going to create the triangle. All right, all I have to do is to define it. Right here I have that till here I'm going to have 40. So I have right here 40 millimeters, until here I have a 70. So it's equal to 70 millimeters. Sorry, 70 millimeters. Right, I'm getting out of this sketch. Everything looks fine. And then I'm going to extrude it. Right here I can see that this is equal to 12. The extrusion. So I'm going to select this. The sketch, I want it to be mirror extent. Sorry. What this does is that it creates a mirror extrusion with respect of the plane in which the sketch is created. And I'm going to say that this has a length of 6. Alright, why is that? Because it is asking me the dimension from the center to one of the edges, and that is the exact middle between these two parts. That means that it is equal to 6 millimeters. Okay, and that would be all, guys. This is how you can create this 3D model using Catia V5.